Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 3 of Zero Fights Aliens in Xenonauts. So I got some bad news here, guys. Unfortunately, I did a bunch of recording for this a short while ago, and the footage I couldn't use. The footage was absolutely awful. Now, unfortunately, I went quite far into the game, to the point where I was at, laser weaponry. And I could have continued from where I had left off, but I figured it wasn't really fair to you guys to have basically missed the entire ballistic stage, and it gives me a chance to kind of do this a little bit better for you guys. So what we're going to do is, since we weren't very far into the game, we're going to start up a new one. And don't worry, I've taken steps to make sure that what happened won't happen again, so this will be the only time this happens. So, thank you guys for bearing with me. I am fairly new at this, I am learning. But hopefully this will be the last time something this serious happens. So I'm just going to speed through the opening here since we've just recently seen this. And we need a laboratory, and we need a medical center, and we need a garage. We need to hire some more scientists. Alright, let's take a look at our soldiers. So, one of the things I'm going to kind of change up this time around, because I've been able to go back and look at my old footage, is one of the advantages of actually doing this, is you can see without having to relive the moment of, what you were doing and when you did it. And my heavy soldiers were not doing as well for me on this difficulty level as they did at other difficulty levels. That's just a simple fact of the matter. As much as I like suppression, it can be got from other places, and it can be got with a fair amount of reliability without some of the drawbacks of the heavy weapons. So I'm going to take one heavy weapons officer, and it's actually not going to be this guy, because Dimitris is going to be a dedicated rocketeer, just because he has a high enough strength, but he doesn't have a ton of time units, whereas this Renta person has enough strength and time units to be a really good heavy weapons officer. So that's the first thing we're going to start with. So Dimitris, the current heavy weapons officer, is going to become a rocketeer. So you're going to be change role to rocketeer. We're going to take away his pistol. And we're going to give him... Yeah, probably just give him a smoke and a stun grenade. Or give him a few of them. Maybe he can even carry another rocket, though. That might be a little bit of overkill. I wonder if we can actually do something more along the lines of this. And the reason why I'm taking a rocketeer, rather than doing what I did before, is, one, I don't have as many heavy weapons guys as I did before. Alright, so I could do that. Is that the right way to go, though? Anyway, I don't have as many heavy weapons guys as I did before. So if I did it the way I did before, I'd only have one rocket. And somebody pointed out to me that another good use for a rocket, other than trying to use them to destroy terrain, is to actually kind of use them as a last resort weapon. If you fired everything you have at an alien and he's still not dead, but you need him to die before he gets a chance to shoot back, the rocketeer can get that job done. Now, granted, that comes at a cost, because every time you do that, you're going to be losing the body and the weapon, which reduces the amount of money you receive at the end of the mission. I'm thinking here... Yeah, I think I will give him a ballistic rifle. We'll see how that works. I haven't had somebody with a high enough strength to actually try to run this before. The downside is, if I need the rocket launcher now, then he needs to waste a turn switching it out. And that's kind of making me rethink this. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. Because the whole point of having a contingency weapon is that you can fire it at, relatively short notice. So instead, we're going to give him another rocket, because why not? And then we'll give him a smoke grenade. The other thing that... Actually, no, we're going to give him a stun grenade, because those are more reliable. The other thing that I have recently learned is that you don't actually have to put them over their carry weight to get the bonus to their strength after the mission is over. I always used to thought that you had to at least give them a little bit more so that they could actually, train up their strength. But apparently you only need to use 80% of their maximum carrying capacity. So, that's something I know now. What was the other guy that we wanted to use? this Renta, right? Yeah, because she's got pretty good strength. She's actually going to be our heavy weapons officer. She doesn't need a pistol. I am going to give her three belts of ammunition. And the reason for that is since she's going to be my only heavy weapons officer that I'm bringing, she needs to be able to fire that gun a lot. I don't think I'll go through 3, but I'd rather have 3 and not need them. Now, the other thing we're going to give her is some C4 to help destroy buildings and stuff. And then a combination... Oh, I guess not. All right. So no grenades on her, but that's okay because she's going to be in a position where she doesn't really need to use them. All right, so let's go back out to our barracks here. And now I need the soldier with the highest accuracy, which is already our sniper. So Dieter Wolf. What was there was a Metal Gear Solid game where the sniper was named Wolf. Crying Wolf, that was it. So Dieter Wolf. We're going to go with that, just because I'm a big Metal Gear Solid fan. So long as we're not talking about Ground Zero, which I'm not going to. This is a game to have fun, not an opinion piece. Anyways, so we have our med pack. We don't need a pistol. We are going to take a couple extra rounds of ammunition. And then we're going to load him up on grenades. I doubt he'll need them, but it's good to have them along. Now everybody else is actually going to be given a rifleman role. And what I'm going to be doing here, rather than what I used to do in having separate assault roles, is they're going to be carrying the shotguns in their backpack. And they'll have a clip for each weapon. And then I can use the machine guns at medium range, the shotguns at close range. They are also going to be carrying C4 so that we can get through buildings and stuff. Can I put this up here? Yes, I can. All right. That is probably the better place to put it. That way, if I need to switch out for the med kit, I don't have anything blocking my backpack. So we're going to give them one of each grenade. And we're going to set this as the default role. And then we'll just add more grenades until... There we go. And then we're just going to go down and equip everybody with that. So the two most important grenades are the smoke and the flashbang. So equip default. I like to have the HE along just because it gives you... It's the same reason that I have the Rocketeer. It's a last resort. I need this alien dead and the rest, and I can't afford to take the risk that he won't die this turn. Now what I do need to do to get better at is actually using those last resort weapons. I tend to be a little hesitant about using them, which is not good. So let's get everybody loaded up here. Alright. And then we have our heavy weapons officer. So we have one sniper, one Rocketeer, one heavy weapons officer, and the rest are riflemen. That also double as assaults. So let's set everybody up in the dropship. The Rocketeer is gonna kind of stay more in the back. So is the precision rifle. I thought we had... machine gun. There you are. And we'll go like this. That way we can use these walls as cover, and then as before we can hop out these doors to look around to make sure we're not being flanked. So let's... Oh, and the aliens are just raring to get going, which is good. So let's shoot this one down. Auto-resolve. Return to base. And now we just wait for that to be in the daytime. There we are. Intercept, send Charlie 1 out after it. What type of crash site is this? It's an industrial. Okay. Alright, let's start the mission. Yes, by the way, if you're new to this game, read this quick start guide. It will help you so much. And if you're not new to this game, well, you're probably better at it than I am. Alright, so let's take a quick look around. Alright, I think I recognize this map. It's one thing I really should probably do at some point is get a map pack or something installed. The maps are starting to repeat a fair bit. So, what I want to do is actually move up this side of the building. Just in case there's an alien... Well, if there's an alien up here... Yeah, let's see. We're going to move up this side of the building. We'll move him there. We can get our sniper into position over here. Actually, maybe I should have saved that for the machine gunner. Oh well, too late. Move the machine gunner over here. Now I want to make sure I'm watching all my approaches. Because I don't know where the aliens are going to come from just yet. So that should keep that approach fairly well watched. If they do come from this direction, I want to make sure... That's using up all my moves, which I don't generally like doing. But at least in here, he's got the planter on this side providing cover. He's got the walls on these sides providing cover. So if anything wants to shoot at him, it's got to go through a couple of windows, which... That can still happen, and it happens with a frequency I find slightly annoying, but it does, in theory, make the shot harder for any aliens that might want to try to kill him. And we're just actually going to move her just here for now. Alright, let's see if we make contact. Oh, and we have. Yeah, we've just had a big window breaking competition. I think we won. We took out 2 and he only took out 1. Oh, don't move there. Okay, so now I have to shoot around the stupid civilian, or shoot through him. I might just shoot through him. That sounds horrible, but there's really no penalty for hitting, or for killing civilians. Okay, he's already suppressed though, which is nice. So let's see, I can do... Yep, and I suppressed the guard, but whatever. So let's see. Can I maybe get a good shot on him with this guy? If I move him up to the window? Not from there. I can get a decent shot from there. So we're gonna go... Nope, that didn't work. Alright. Let's be smart about this. He's probably only got 1 shot left in him after taking the buckshot from this guy and the shots from this guy. So if I can be sure of getting another shot in on him... Let me see, if I were to move there... let's try inching her out this way. Maybe I can get a decent shot just by going like this. That's going through my own guy. Let's not do that. Here we go, there's a decent shot. It's a 55% shot. It's going to use up 40 of her TU, which means... Okay, yeah, she can still get behind cover. Yeah. So, crouch her there. Unfortunately, I think I've exhausted all the shots I can get off on him this turn. So what I'm going to do... is try to find somebody here who has a smoke grenade still. How much do I need to throw this? 32. Alright, so if we move you here, you can then get a smoke grenade there. And that should hopefully keep them fairly safe if this guy decides to shoot back. He is suppressed, so he's not going to have too many shots coming back, and this will just make sure that any shot he does take is going to be next to useless. We'll just keep her, or him, looking that way. Can you maybe get a shot? No, you're blocked. And I do still want to keep eyes going down that alleyway, so we'll leave you where you are. And he might even just shoot the security guard. Yep, there it goes. Which, well, I appreciate his help. He was very much expendable. I'd much rather they die than my own dudes. Near as I can tell, there's no penalty for letting them die either, so that's a thing. Alright, so if I rapid fire here, I can hopefully suppress him, if not outright kill him. So we're going to do that. Alright, outright killed him. Which is definitely the preferable of the 2 outcomes. Alright, so 1 alien down. Probably around 3, not including the UFO to go. If my recent run of luck with this game is anything to go by. We might as well move through this building at this point. Since I think if there was anything up here, we would have seen him while we were fighting his buddy. So, let me see, if I move there, I'm opening myself up down here, which is not good. So we're actually going to stay inside the building. And hopefully do a bit better scouting. Move her up here. You're gonna help guard this approach while we move forward. Let me see, where can I set up a zone of control with her? Yeah, if I move in here, and then if we get attacked from over this direction, I think that'll be a decent place to shoot from. And if not, then it keeps her up close towards the front and ready to move forward when we are. And my sniper, I will move up along here as well. And we'll keep the rocket guy close as well. Alright, you haven't moved, but I don't want you to. Alright. So far, one alien down, and no wounds on my own guys. But they are still shooting at civilians. I just heard them fire off a shot. So, there's nothing right around here. Let's move out here. Still can't see anything. We're going to move her up here so she can provide some covering fire downrange there. And him, I'll move over this way. That's actually a really bad place for him to be. But nothing I can do about it right now. I think he'll be okay. I just kind of realized the large open area. I thought there was a wall going along here. Unfortunately, I would be wrong. Keep the rocket moving up. Alright, so you two can start falling back towards us now. Still kind of keep an eye on this general direction. Just in case we get any playmates from over there. Machine gunner can stay where she is, though she is going to kind of face the other direction, because I don't want her reaction firing. Alright. So this guy lived, thankfully. Let's see if we can't peek our head around this corner here. Alright, so nothing in there. How are we doing in here? Alright, so nothing along there. Which is good. We're just gonna close the door. Close the door? Nope, okay. Move out of the way then. So which way would be the best way to go? If we get into a firefight along here, the only thing to take cover with is these explosive containers, which doesn't seem like the greatest idea in the world. So I think our best option is actually going to be to kind of swing up around this way, because if you head up here, there's tons of cover. If we try to go through here, there's very little. Granted, it's better than going down here, but I still don't really like this area for cover. So I think that's what we're gonna swing up and go around this way. And since I'm fairly certain we're clear, at least from immediate attack, along this, from this direction, this is the direction I'm expecting shots to come from. So let's keep moving up. That being said, let's not be stupid about where we're placing our soldiers. I'm gonna put her here. That way she can establish a zone of control going right down here. Yes, that zone of control is something I'm definitely trying to keep in mind. You know, with a heavy weapon officer, you can keep them kind of in one place and make sure that they're available for your other soldiers to move around in. You know, and then that way, if something pops up, you're ready to deal with it rather than, being surprised and trying to get people into position. Because it's that maneuvering, trying to get your people into position when they already should be in position, that's going to get you killed. Now, that being said, it's easier to say something like that than it is to do it, of course, but... Alright, rocket guy can stay there, actually. And sniper guy can also stay there. They're bunched up. I don't like doing that normally, but there's not a lot of cover that they can reach that doesn't overextend my soldiers a bit, so we'll leave them where they are. Alright. Now let's just take a quick peek down here, make sure we haven't made any new friends, and then close the door. Then we'll move her up. Alright, okay, so that's our map edge. So they're not going to be coming from this direction. So this direction is now our new enemy again. New old enemy. So, speaking of that zone of control, we're going to move her up here and face her this way to turn this into our control zone. Our sniper is just going to move up to here for now. Doesn't give her the greatest shot if we do make contact, where I think we will, but it keeps her kind of out of the way for the time being. You are going to stay out of sight because you don't have the time units to be useful. Same idea here, though a little bit more ready for action, should we require it. You're going to move up with this guy. Can we get you out there? You still don't have a ton of time units to be useful. Move you over here. And then get you crouched down. Now you are going to come over here at a quick run. And then just watch behind us, just to make sure we don't get any friends from that direction. Alright. Oh. Pretty sure that was an alien. Pretty sure. That being said... Yep, there he is. Okay. Let me see. That's going to cost 29 time units. That will leave me just enough to shoot at him and then get out of the way. So let's do that. I was hoping that would suppress. Oh no, okay. Yes, I was hoping that would suppress. It did not, unfortunately. So now he's bleeding, so what we need to do is get him healed up right now. Alright. Is he still bleeding? Nope, he's good. Okay. So, where's our sniper at? There she is. So we'll position her there to help out next turn. Let's get our heavy weapons person moved up to here. So she's still out of sight, so she won't be able to be shot, hopefully. But she can move into position and fire around in this general area, which I expect the battle to take place in, should we need her to. Now, should he show himself here... Do you have enough time units to switch back to your gun? Nope. Okay. So she's going to crouch down for what little protection that'll offer. We have enough firepower kind of facing here, though I don't want her shooting, so look over there for the time being, please. Everybody else is accurate enough that I'm not too worried. There might be a little friendly fire here, but I don't think that'll be our primary concern. And just to be on the safe side, we're going to throw a smoke grenade right around here. So if he tries to shoot through that doorway, he's going to have a rough time of it. So, and then he's basically either got to come out through this doorway or out through this doorway. Or he can run back this way if he wants to, but either way. So let's see what he does. There he is. Oh wait, no, there's two of them. There's two of them. Alright. So you can take a fairly decent shot. Alright, cool. One down. Now, speaking of that zone of control, she can fire fairly well. I just need to get this guy out of the way. And that will make sure that he is suppressed. So you're going to take your shot and then get out of the way. Or maybe I should suppress him first. Because if I suppress him first, he won't be able to shoot back. Yeah, because we've already got one injury. Luckily no deaths yet, but... So let's get her out of the way. Okay, so we've got him suppressed. That's good. Now let's see if we can't put a couple bullets into him. Let me see, I can shoot... yeah. Alright, so that was a failure. Let's move her back. Crouch, and take a shot. Alright, so we put a bullet into him. That's a good start. Our sniper's already used up all of his time units. Can we move this guy into a place where he would be useful? Not easily. Let's see, if I move out here, I can take a quick snapshot, and then move back behind cover. Excellent. Now for her, let's switch back over to her gun. Can she do the same? Yes, so let's do that. Not as much luck there, but that's okay. Now this guy, how far can you get a smoke grenade? Well, you can get it to there fairly reliably. How many? You need 34 time units to throw it. So let's move you up just a little bit. Just so we can get it a little deeper towards him. Yeah, right about there. There, that should keep my guy safe, should he decide to use his action to shoot at me. Let's see what he does. Hopefully, he doesn't do anything. And he doesn't. Alright, so he's hoping that to overwatch me this turn. Which I can't say is a horrible decision to make in his situation. We are hopefully going to be able to move out of the way of this again without getting shot. We're good. Alright. Let's get him suppressed again. Yep, suppressed my own person that time. Should have seen that coming. But oh well. So let's do two of these and miss horribly. Get her back into position. Crouch. And do a decent shot. This guy does not want to die, does he? Let me see. If I move the sniper here, I can at least get a bit of a snapshot off, probably. Let's crouch. And miss. Can we... By moving here, would that give me a good shot at him? Not without hitting my own guy, so we'll move up here. And get... Oh, come on. My kingdom for a soldier that can actually hit his target. So move back over this way. Hopefully nothing is going to be coming down from that direction, but I think we're okay. And we're just going to keep the smoke going. No sense in giving up a good thing. Alright, let's see what he does. This is a really bad time for you to do that. Oh no. Okay. Well, if she gets shot, there's really nothing I can do about that. You know, she's basically run out into the open, and I have more pressing matters to deal with right now. So we're going to pull you out of the way, Pull you out of the way. And let's get this guy suppressed again. Or kill him. I'm good with killing him too. Alright guys, so this is about the wrapping up point. So after killing him, that seems like a good spot to do it. Next episode, we'll move on the UFO, which I believe to be right over in this dark patch. And I'm pretty sure we've got, what, 1, 2, 3 dead outside the UFO. I'm pretty sure that's everybody that we'll have to deal with for the time being, until we get to the UFO. Could be wrong, but that's my guess. But we'll find out next episode. So thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and so long.